everyone. Welcome back to OA Dynasty Forum. Last week, we started a series on what is success, or what does success truly represent. My name is Tony.
And my name is Tolu. Alright, so just a quick recap on what we discussed last week. So last week we spoke about success in life being the accomplishment of God's given purpose.
Yes.
And we also spoke about the fact that, the dictionary tells us that success is the accomplishment of a set goal.
Yes.
And we gave examples of what people term as success.
Yeah.
And we say that sometimes those are actually markers of success.
Yeah.
Right? And those can help us in the accomplishment of God's given purpose.
Yeah.
But what we should add to that is that it doesn't mean that when you achieve something, a set milestone, or you reach a milestone, that you shouldn't celebrate it, because it's,
please celebrate your successes.
Yes, because we believe that every milestone that you achieve, every set goal that you achieve, should be ultimately towards a particular bigger goal. Like what your life is really all about. So what is the definition of your life? So for you to say my life is a success, then it has to be about something, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, but of course there are different stages on that journey, right? And of course we mentioned last week that success is not necessarily a destination, but also a journey.
It is a journey.
Yeah. So when we see that way, we know that every step of the way is very important.
Everything you do is very important. It's very important. And of course, we mentioned that success is personal. What can contribute or what can culminate success to you could be different for what could be interpreted as success for someone else, because our abilities, our purposes are different. And when you see someone celebrating something that you think is too small to be called a success, please just celebrate with that person. That could have been a lot of hard work. That could have been a lot of effort for that person to get that, and that could have been that person's purpose or something like that.
So this week we're just going to be talking about what we think success is, right? And also we believe that success is very, very subjective.
It is.
So and of course I know you mentioned something like that just now. So which means that what someone else, what would mean success to someone else might not be your own definition of success. Right? Might not be your own definition of success.
And it could mean that something that you have achieved in the past. And that person is just achieving it, and you're like, what's this person celebrating? It's very, very subjective. It's carry on.
Okay, yes. So I also feel that success is a mindset. So it's also about how you think, how you see different stages in life. So something might have looked like maybe what you term as a disappointment or failure, but it could actually even be a success, because it could be that it's going to lead you to accomplishing that great purpose for which God has for you, right? So it's it's a mindset. It's how do you think?
How do you see it?
How do you see it? How do you see this?
Do you see the glass cup as half empty or half full? Success is how you see things. It's a mindset, like you said. As a man thinketh, think about that. As a man thinketh, because at the end of the day, what people call disappointment could be a great achievement to you. At least you know how not to do it. And I was told that the person that discovered the electric bulb, did about 1,000 experiments before that one single success. So do you call those 1,000 experiment failures? No, they are contributors to that single success.
Absolutely.
How do you see your disappointment? Some disappointments are successes in disguise.
I think that also success has many friends. So everyone wants to associate with something good. Trust me, like it's just natural. It's just like fragrance. When someone smells nice, like, oh, you smell nice, right? So success
unless you're a sadist.
Success just attracts that feeling and all that. So it's also important for the person who has that success and who is attracting those people to be able to, manage that. Success does not only attract people, it attracts things. Because there's a particular level of success that you attain that you'll be able to get things, right? So how do you handle those things? You don't want those things to be the reason why you want to be more successful. Rather, you want to be successful because that's God's given purpose for your life, right? And also, how do you manage the people that come around because you're successful? How do you treat them? That's very important.
I mean, it's a wise saying, because one great success begets another. It attracts. It doesn't only attract people; it attracts more successes as well. And most celebrities fail in handling people that come their way in the pursuit of their success or in their life of success, And we would like to say that success can be costly. You must have heard that when there's no pain, there's no gain. When there's no story, there's no glory. There's a price to pay for success. It might cost you to re-engineer your mindset, to start seeing things positively, to start seeing your disappointment as contributors to your success or your successes. It might cost you to change your friends, because someone said you are an average of the 5 closest person to you. It can cost you, to put in more hard work. It can cost you to lose sleep. A lot of things, and the things is going to cost Mr. A might be different from what is going to cost Mr. B because their definition of success is different.
That's important. And it's also important to know that sometimes success is more than you, it's more than your effort. Right? So the fact that you've put in so much effort does not necessarily equate success sometimes. Sometimes you need that external force, which we term as, God's grace and favor. Right?
Yeah, that's very important. And if you forget everything we have said today, don't forget the fact that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the men of understanding, or riches to men of skills, but time and chance happen to them all. And that time and chance, we put it under an umbrella called grace. And that we actually define success as the effect of your internal and external forces. So your internal force could be change of mindset, changing your worldview, and the external force and the environment you got grown, or your parents, all the grace of God.
The grace of God. The grace of God. And so we're not saying that hard work is not important. Hard work is very important, but then you should also know that there are other people that probably have put in more work than you have, and probably are not getting the result that you're getting. So there is a place of the grace of God, which can never be overemphasized. Like you can never overemphasize, at least from our own perspective, because God is the one that is able to bless, whatever that we put our hands upon, and that's our belief.
Someone said something that really scared me. The person said that same idea that you are thinking, that an average of 10 other people are thinking about it. But look at you. You've been able to achieve greater success compared to other people that has ventured in similar business. You've been able to achieve. So you can attribute your success in part to your hard work, but to a larger extent to the grace of God. And every good and perfect gift comes from above.
Yes, and some people who do not believe in, we say probably do not believe in God or something, would probably believe in luck. But people do identify with the fact that sometimes there is an external factor. They might not say it's God, but they will say it's luck or something. But we know
there is
that there is the favor of God upon our lives.
So the long and short is that success is a combination of internal and external factors, or external and internal forces. And at this point, we would like to pray for you that God will grant you the grace to succeed.
Amen.
Why? Because a day of grace or a day of favor is worth more than 1,000 years of labor. And we pray that God will bless the work of your hand.
Amen.
Where you have failed before, you will go back and succeed.
Amen.
By the grace of God.
Amen.
So we'll continue with our episode of series on what is success.
Series of success, yeah. So
next week.
So you should expect, more practical episodes on success and various things. We don't want to, let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be worth it. So we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, share with your network and join us on this, adventure. And please don't forget to leave your comment. We love to read your comments.
Yes,
we don't know it all. We want to learn from you as well.
Yes. We've been getting wonderful comments from you guys. And keep them coming. And if there's any topic that comes to your mind after this series, we can look at it and we can actually talk about it as well. Absolutely. And for now, we say
have a lovely time.
Bye.